it's Sam. So today I'm going to be sharing everything that I brought in my makeup bag when I was evacuated. So this means it's like my holy grail makeup because I didn't know if the fire was going to get to our house and all of my makeup was going to go. Like, I had no idea. So this is literally like my kit that I was like, if everything else goes, it's such a scary, how do you choose what to bring? Like it was really stressful. These are the items that I brought with me in case something happened to the rest of my collection. So I feel like it's quite a good video because it's like actual, like real life. I mean, we could only take what we could fit in our cars. So what could fit in an Escalade and a Mini Cooper, like not very much. So I had to be really picky with what I brought. And this is the stuff that made the cut. I'm gonna start with primers. The very first thing that I packed was the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I got this in the Nordstrom sale. It came in a 2-pack. And it's basically just this jar of a face primer, and it is amazing, and I absolutely love it. Smells super good. If I get it up right underneath my eyes, it does make my eyes water, so I just kind of keep it around this area, like, you know, all around the eyes. But it does a really great job of just keeping your makeup in place. It's a really beautiful primer for, you know, before foundation, and it's very lightweight. It doesn't make me super oily. It doesn't make me break out, so definitely recommend that one. And then this, amazing, if you have big pores like I do, this is such a great like filler to fill in your pores and kind of smooth everything out. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and basically it's just this like little putty that you put on before you put your foundation on. So I would do the face base first, and then I put this on just in the areas where I have big pores, and it kind of just fills everything in and makes everything look like really smooth and face-tuned. Okay, for foundations, I brought a couple of different options. I brought my more lightweight one, which is the Pure Lace Perfect Glow BB Cream. This is SPF 30. I used this for so long, and then I was like, you know what, I kind of want to switch it up and do full coverage again. But this is amazing when you're just wanting like a medium coverage. You don't want anything too full. It's a really great option. I stopped using it in the kind of towards the end of the summer because it was making my skin a little oily when it was getting hotter. So then I switched to a full coverage that was like lasting a little bit longer. But this is amazing. It's just so beautiful on the skin. It's so natural looking. Amazing skincare benefits as well. I do have a 30% off coupon code, so you guys can use that. I will link that down below for you guys. It's supposed to improve skin complexion, soften and even skin tone, hydrates the skin, helps reduce fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, dullness, and other signs of aging, and it prevents UVA and UVB damage. So it is actually a skincare treatment while you're wearing it. So I feel like, I will say I have been breaking out more that I've stopped wearing this because it really does help your skin. But I like to mix medium tan and tan together, and that's like the perfect color for me, and I apply it with my fingers. It's so, so good. So highly recommend that. But then if you're looking for like more full coverage, these are the two foundations that I brought, and this is what I have been wearing. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. This is in the color NW35, which is way too dark. So I've been mixing it with the Zoeva 190N Generous. This is just the Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. This is a beautiful combo together. This is obviously full coverage. This one I think is a little bit less, but it's like really kind of luminous. And together, it's like so skin-like, so beautiful. I actually just went back because I'm almost out of this one, and I picked up NC30, a little bit yellow, but then the NW30 was like super duper pink. So, the coloring is a little tough. I feel like if I mixed these together, they'd actually be like probably the perfect color for me because the warmth of this one is really great, but then if you drop it down to the you know, a lighter shade, then it's really pink. I'm not sure what's going on with the coloring of these foundations. This is the one I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this one alone today, and I have noticed that it's kind of collecting a little bit more without being mixed with this. So I feel like together, this is the real good combo. Alone, like I just used this. This is the NC30, and I'm definitely noticing around my nose, it's already starting to collect. So something about this and this together makes it last all day. It's super duper beautiful, and it just looks really, really good on the skin. So I like that combo. For concealer, I brought 3 different ones for 3 different purposes. This is the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer in Fair. This is what I use underneath my eyes, and then I add just a dot of the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer in light peach, because this one is really, really light and it kind of brightens up a little bit better. The wand is really thick, or it's like really fat on this one, so you don't need much. You literally just do dot and that's it. So those are the two that I use for underneath my eyes. And then this one is the Wander Dualist Concealer. It's a matte stick, so it's like this little, you know, lipstick type thing. This is in the color medium, and this is what I use for any blemishes that I have. So like this little stupid whatever it was that I had chopped off, it does leave like a little bit of a red mark, so I kind of cover it there. Or if I have a blemish, then I'll use this, and it really helps to just kind of hide it. I'll just use it with this tiny little brush. This is the Morphe E35, and I'll just kind of get a little bit and then dot it on and then set it, and you're good to go. Okay, as far as powders go, I brought 3. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder Smooth Operator. This is what I use to set my face. It just blurs, it smooths your pores, it smooths your fine lines and wrinkles, it mattifies, it just makes everything look so blurred and so face-tuned. As face-tuned as 36-year-old skin can look. And then this is amazing. This is what I use to bake. This is, they discontinued this. It like literally came out and then they just discontinued it so fast. So I'm just like hanging on for dear life for the little bit I have. But this is the Universal Brush Off from Urban Decay. It's nice because it just comes with its own little brush, so it's perfect to just bake with, but I don't know why they got rid of it. It's so good. And then this is my Ben Nye Super White Professional Powder. This is what I use underneath my under eye just to kind of brighten and make everything look alive in there. So those are the powders that I used. For my sponge, I just brought this one. This is the e.l.f. sponge. It's amazing. It's like $6. It's huge, it's bouncy, it's the best, and it's so, so affordable. As a setting spray, I brought the Lancome Fix It and Forget It. Absolutely love this. It doesn't make my eyes water, no scent, it has a really fine mist, and it keeps your makeup in place all day long. Then as my bronzer, I brought the MAC, or contour, whatever you want to call it, Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This is so pretty. This is what I have been using for the past, I don't know, I can't remember when I bought it, maybe a couple months, to use as my contour. It's very natural, it's very skin-like, has, I don't know, it's not like there's a sheen to it, but it just kind of has a nice glow to it. It's a really pretty color. And then I also brought my e.l.f. Primer Infused Shimmer Blush in Always Cherry. Super affordable, most beautiful color. I'm wearing it. It's like my favorite blush. I love it, and it's so, so cheap. And then I also brought the Glow Minerals blush in Soleil, Glow Skin Beauty, sorry. And it's just like a really pretty shimmery. So I do this one first before I powder, and then once I've done all my powdering, then I do the e.l.f. on top to finish off my look. So that's oh, and you know what? I did bring another blush because I just recently got this and it's really beautiful. This is the Tinkerbell Magic Moon Super Shock Cheek. It's got Tinkerbell on it, but it's a really, really pretty, like peachy coral. It's so beautiful, and there's a bit of a sheen to it. So I also brought that. Sorry, I'll swatch the other ones. They're all in the kind of peachy. Ah, that's actually so similar. How funny. I'm like such a creature of habit. And then this is the Glow Skin. So that one is like a soft peach, but very shimmery. They're all very similar in tone. So those are the blushes that I brought. And then for highlight, I brought 3 different ones. I brought the Joa. I actually just recently got this from CVS. It's the Crystal Glow Jelly Balm Highlighter. It's super sparkly. So instead of like a highlighter, it's more like a little sparkle. And I actually use this. This is what it looks like. It's like really just sparkles. Can you guys see that? It almost makes it look wet with glitter. So I actually just use this on my forehead to see how that, there's a little bit of a glow there. It just adds these tiny little flecks of sparkles. It's so beautiful on your chest. Like I'll put some on my bone so you guys can see. But when you add it before powder, it just adds these tiny little sparkles. It's not like a highlight, it's like a sparkle. And then they're super subtle, and then when you go out in the sun, don't mind this freaking Adam's apple zit. So annoying. That thing has been there for so long. I got it when I was packing to evacuate. It just like popped up and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And then it hasn't gone away since. It's just hanging out on my Adam's apple. Okay, I've gone a little overboard here, but do you guys see that little sparkle it just gave? And then if you just put a little bit on Oh, do you see that glow? It's super subtle, but super pretty. And in the sun, it's just really beautiful. So I brought that. It's really affordable. I just got it at CVS recently. Then I brought my Red Aspen highlighter. This is the Glow Pressed Powder in Pearl Crown. This one is super beaming. I use this, get in there, there we go. Super intense, super pigmented. This is a great highlighter and I love it in my inner corner and on the tip of my nose. And then this one is new to me. So this is a setting powder. I'm sorry, but like unless you are poreless, you look ridiculous as a setting powder if you use it all over your face to set. It's definitely better if you use it as a highlighter in my personal opinion, or at least for my skin. Unless you are like just super young and have no pores and no wrinkles, it's gonna make you look like a pored huge mess if you use it as an actual setting powder. So this is called the Translucent Loose Setting Powder in Celestial Light. It's pretty shimmery. So this is actually what I have on as my highlight today. So you guys can see like, there is definitely a glow. So imagine that all over my face. I would look absolutely ridiculous. But it's just a loose powder. There's a couple different shades. Let me see if I can, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right here. See how glowy that is? That's a highlight to me, but it's super fine, super duper subtle, really, really beautiful. So it just melts into the skin and it's so pretty and it just gives you this most subtle highlight. Like it just makes you glow from within. So what I like to do is I apply it with the Morphe E27 and I buff it in all around here, and then whatever is left on my brush for each eye, I'll go into my inner corner underneath this section, and then I go on my tip of my nose and down the bridge. And it just kind of creates like a really pretty shimmer and kind of light underneath your eye. So like, even though I don't have highlight under here, there is a little bit of a glow and it does kind of glow up the under eye, but don't use too much. So I use quite a lot here, but then just a little tiny bit underneath the eye, and it really does, it just makes it look super beautiful. So don't use it as setting powder all over. I mean, you could try, but I tried and I looked ridiculous. So I definitely recommend this more as a highlight. It's just so fine. It just melts into the skin. It's really, really beautiful, very natural, very bridal, like it really is. And you can kind of bring it down onto your cheek as well. You can kind of pull it down a little further because it is a setting powder, but I wouldn't put it all over your forehead or all over your cheeks. Like you're gonna look ridiculous. So just be careful with it, but it is a really beautiful product. I brought these two little babies. These are the e.l.f., I don't know what they're called. They're like their liquid glitter eyeshadows. They're so beautiful, super sparkly. They're in the color Pinky Swear and Flirty Birdie. They're actually quite similar, to be honest. Like they're very close in color, but I like them both. One is just a little bit warmer and one is a little bit pinker, but that is what they look like. And they're so sparkly and beautiful. And then they're a liquid eyeshadow, so once they dry down, they're not going anywhere. And they're super duper cheap. I also brought the Pledge Class from ColourPop. This is the Super Shock Shadow. This is a really beautiful kind of coppery color. It's not focusing, there we go. That's what I have on my eyes today in the center, over like a really dark brown shadow. And then I also brought the color Princess, or I'm sorry, Reflection from the Disney Princess collection. This is quite similar, a little bit more kind of warmy red, kind of more of a coppery, whereas the other one's a little bit more of a copper gold. I also brought, which one did I bring? Cosmic Charge. This is one of my favorites. Cosmic Charge is like a little bit more of a taupey color. Again, you've got that really pretty glow, but definitely more on the taupe side. I just like them because they're so sparkly. They make your lids look kind of wet. They don't bother my eyes because you guys know I'm like the most annoying person ever with my eyeballs. Oh, I brought Frog because Frog is just like my go-to. Frog is super sparkly and really, really pretty. And it doesn't want to focus on my finger. It's too bright and glowy. Come on. So that's Frog, really sparkly and beautiful on the eyes. Nothing ever actually looks as good swatched as it does on the eyes. Like they're so pretty on the eyes. And then I think that's everything that I brought as far as Super Shock shadows. Then we're gonna move on to palettes. So I brought my Fulfilled palette from Red Aspen. It's like my everyday palette. As you can see, I've hit pan on quite a few of the products. Obviously, I use that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that. Did I point to that one? I don't know. Those are the ones I use the most, and then I also use this one. And they're just so pigmented. It's just a great palette. It's a huge mirror. It's just so beautiful, and it doesn't make my eyes water. And then I also brought this one for the glitter. This is the ColourPop by Birdie. I literally just brought it for these two glitters right here because they're super pretty when you use them as a topper. They're just so beautiful. So those are the two eyeshadow palettes that I packed. So I brought my Falscara, even though I didn't have any lashes, but I brought this, the little Seal and Bond. I brought 3 Marc Jacobs eyeliners. Earthquake, Blaquer, Fine Wine. So that one is Earthquake, just a really dark brown. That's what I have on my lid today. Blaquer is just like a straight up black. And then Fine Wine is like a really pretty burgundy. So those are the 3 eyeliners that I brought because I love these when I want to do a smoky eye for putting on the lid first, blending out with your finger, and then packing on a shadow. They're amazing. Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Blonde from L'Oreal. And I also brought the Jason Wu Groomed by Mr. Wu. Absolutely love both of these. I use this one for the inner part of my eyebrow, and then I use this one for the rest of it. And it's so, so good. It's such a good combo if you're like this color. And then I brought my Lancome Cils Booster XL Mascara Primer, and then my Lancome Hypnos Drama Mascara. I brought my Lancome Lash Curler. The Physicians Formula Soft Taupe Brow Shaping Gel. This is amazing. It has like the tiniest little wand ever. It's so tiny and cute. This is what I use to brush up my little brow hairs. And then for the days that I don't wear any makeup, I brought the Instant Lift Tame and Sculpt Waterproof Brow Gel. It's just the Brow Power Pomade from IT Cosmetics. It's just a clear pomade, and it's really great at just keeping your brows up when you don't have any makeup on so that they still look a little full. I brought the Found Twinkle Brow Highlighter Duo. This side right here is like a really light pink, and it just, that's what I use to carve out my brow underneath it and make it look all, whatever this is. I brought my Flawless, I don't know what this is called. It's just like the little Flawless Beauty, like, it's like an eyebrow trimmer. I use it for my nose hair. It's really good, but you basically just stick it up there. You can hear it snagging the hairs. It doesn't hurt. You just stick it up your nose, and it cuts your nose hairs. It's great. That's what happens when you're in your 30s. You get nose hair. I brought my favorite tweezers. These are the Tweezerman. They're like little tiny baby ones. I brought my Schick facial razors. Pencil sharpener. This is from Ico London. So, so good. And then for lips, I brought a few different lip liners. So I brought the Kokie Cosmetics Warm Nude, which is the perfect warm, it's kind of like a warm nude mauve. It's so good. They're creamy. It's my favorite. I love it. I also brought the Lord & Berry number 3035 nude lip liner. Little bit darker. I brought this one. This is the Sephora Rouge Gel lip liner in the color Creme de la Creme. This one's really pretty. It's a little bit more rosy. So gorgeous and really creamy. And then I also brought the Milani Understatement lip liner in 110 Nude Entrance. They're like seriously all the same colors. I have issues. I also brought the Soar lip pencil from MAC. A little bit deeper. Ooh, we're getting a little berry toned here. I brought Boldly Bare from MAC. A little bit more peachy. And then I also brought Naked, which is like super duper nude right there. Subculture. So that one's super nude. So those are all the lip liners I brought. Then I brought my Laneige. This is the lip treatment balm. It's so cute. It comes with like its own little applicator wand, which is awesome. I brought my Refi Beauty Rose. This is a blush, but I actually use it as a lip product because it's the exact same color as MAC Plain Koi, and MAC Plain Koi is discontinued. I brought Creme de Nude from MAC. That's what that one looks like right there. It's very nude. I also brought Plain Koi, which is very light. I hope you guys can even see it. God, do I need to step back here? There we go, you can see that. That's what I have on today. I brought Cream Cup from Mac, a little bit more pink. Honey Love from Mac. That one is a little bit more color to it. I brought my little Ride or Die lip balm from e.l.f. This is the color Just Peachy. It's like a really pretty peach lip balm, and it's like super duper glossy, and it smells like peaches. It's amazing. So I brought that. I brought 3 lip glosses, and I brought another one that's in my purse, which is called Fussy from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Sweet Mouth. So this one's really pretty. I actually prefer Fussy. I think Fussy is a prettier, this one's almost like clear in a way. Fussy gives you a little bit more color, but they are the most amazing gloss. And then I also brought the e.l.f. Pink Cosmo. This is a lip plumping gloss. This is what I'm wearing today. Hold on. So I brought this one. I absolutely love this one. It's like so, oh, look how beautiful it is. So pretty. I just love it. And then I also brought the This Is Milky gloss from NYX. This is great for adding a little bit of color if I feel like I'm looking a little bit too nude, because there's a little bit more warmth to it. So those are the 3 glosses I brought. So if you guys want me to do another one of all the skincare I brought, then I will definitely do that. Maybe we could do like skincare and perfumes, because this was obviously quite a long video, but that's everything that I brought. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've forgotten. Those are obviously my holy grail products, my favorite things that I wanted to save just in case something happened to our house. It was like so stressful, but we got through it. We're back home. It's all good. The skies are blue today and everything is fine. So thank you for everyone who was like checking on us, making sure we were okay. I really appreciate it. I had so many messages. It was like, I was very just amazed at how many people were checking in on us. So thank you guys so much. It's just so nice to be home. We were able to stay with Jay's coworker and his wife and their kids, and they were so nice, so accommodating, cooked us dinner every night. Like, it was honestly like being on a vacation. It was so nice because we were able to bring our animals, and like they were very, very sweet. But it's always nice to be in your home. I mean, nobody wants to like not be in their home, you know, so it was really nice to be able to come back. But we were very fortunate to be very lucky to have such kind people to take us in. So it's all good, and I just want to say thank you guys for being so sweet and always making sure we're okay. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go wipe these off before I get this all over my outfit for the day, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'll link it all down below for you guys. Thank you. Bye.